How are you feeling today? Hope everything is fine. Just want to assert before starting to discuss the main topic of this video that I'll be doing probably a long series of videos on this topic of self-realization, which got my attention through a book called The Way of the Superior Man, which is truly one of the most wisdomous books ever written. The true way of man is the way where he holds constant the image of who he is, of why he is on this land, why he is on his journey towards something. He knows the intangible, a subtle feeling that has some meaning, and it might differ from one man to the other. For the other person, the purpose of one man may seem weird or even gibberish, but for the man himself, it will be something divine, something hallowed, something that fuels him and brings him the joy from life. And what exactly is self actualization or self realization? It's the image of your true self. But actually, the thing is that it's not always the case. For some people, it might be sound, or it might be image of something other than themselves. You know, I'll try to describe my story to you. Once I was just sitting in silence, just right about at this time, turned on some ambient, relaxing music, sat down for 20 minutes, and thought that I'll get that self realization in 20 minutes outrightly. So I sat down, I turned on the meditation timer, which had 20 minutes duration. After that, I planned to journal a bit and think about what have I saw when I was in this meditative state. I sat down 20 minutes. I held this question in my head. Who am I? Who am I? Why I am alive? What is my mission? What is the purpose of visiting this world full of many things, both good and bad, and so on and so forth? I held this question in my mind, thought about it, and closer to the end, I got the idea of who I am. Well, at least for now, I got it. Because it's probably not about age when it comes to self realization. So, even if you're a teenager, adolescent person, or even, I don't know, maybe a child, basically. By that, I mean from about 10 years old. I don't know, but perhaps I'm exaggerating. You are capable of doing this practice and reaching the point where you actually know who you are. You see exactly the image of what you are. It's mostly described as the ego death, or simply the end. And in addition to that, from this book, I could add the most used, somewhat the most used aim of a masculine person. So it was all about depletion. It was all about emptiness. Masculine person, masculine man, he strives towards emptiness, towards stillness, towards relaxation, towards alleviation after being stressed. So you can imagine your mind, your subconscious mind, as cosmos, as unlimited universe, full of everything, full of every wonders, full of every beautiful and both horrific things. Just imagine that for a second. Close your eyes. You see that darkness, all right? And this darkness is basically a vast universe, an unlimited universe. I held that image in my mind as I was meditating so that I can perhaps grasp it. May not work in your case, but it will be helpful for you. And in addition to that, I recommend just doing some journaling assessment after that practice so that you just do not forget everything that happened, everything that came to your mind afterwards that session of self actualization. So, yeah, you held this image in your mind. After that, Imagine a house, a domicile, basically, at the center of this universe. I actually got this image I created in my journal when I was journaling about the essence of self realization and why it is important to actually think about it and actually get the idea of who you are and why you are here right now watching this video and so on. So we will see it in a clear manner so that you are not skewed by that. Yeah, I think you got it. This is a journal from 2020, and I'm still writing in that journal because I haven't in 2020. But anyway, what you saw is the black basically was the universe, and the weird thing at the center was the house. And in the house, or rather a workshop, we are sitting and going through our thoughts and through our ideas. And for this reason, it is called, or rather, I called it the workshop of thoughts and ideas. Mostly, we spend our time in this workshop sitting, focusing on our goals, focusing on our ideas, analyzing, researching, examining everything. And by doing that, we get to the point of success. We fulfill our goals, but those goals are flowing through the window, which I hope you saw was there. Yeah, is that white, white place, white, I don't know, gap left on the building. So through that window, different thoughts, ideas are flowing. And many people are not aware of the universe, which is just one step away from them. Without leaving this workshop, imagine what will happen. You're just sitting in this house 24/7 without fresh air, basically, without some connection with the superior, without the connection with oneness, without the connection with God, and just get drifted away with thoughts and ideas. I know it is great to be productive in this way, just focusing on goals and mission. What is more important is that you are conscious of what you are doing, because those ideas, those thoughts are sporadic, basically. And it's up to you to choose whether to fulfill those goals, those tasks, or not. It's up to you to choose whether those things are actually what you need or they not. I make this mistake all the time of prioritizing something, of sacrificing something for the success of the coveted thing, for the fulfillment of my mission. It is important to sacrifice many things. And without that self realization, you won't be able to sacrifice in a proper manner. So you have to get out of this house, of this workshop. I'm not saying to abandon this place and never get back. I'm saying to get some fresh air for 10 minutes, 20 minutes or so. Just get in touch with that vastness, that unlimited universe full of different stars, which might be actually whole universes, the other universes, basically. And through that constant connection, through that bond you build basically with your universe, at some point you get the image. In a simple language, what I've said means that we have to get deeper into our mind, do the meditation, do contemplation, and search for this unity in ourselves. It might be applied probably to masculine people, for men, and perhaps for women who are more masculine in their essence. But mostly for men, it is a vital thing to do. A regular meditation, and or rather deep contemplation or self-actualization meditation, call it however you want. It is vitally important to stay connected to the inner true self. So, as a result of my practice, what I've got is that I've got actually a sentence, not the image itself, not the image of me staying beard with, I don't know, some briefcase in my suit and just having this Hollywood star smile. No, that was not it. Perhaps it will through some preceding sessions. Perhaps eventually it will emerge. For now, I got only the sentence. And the sentence is, I am a man who wants to leave his mark in history through creation of something of his own. The answer to the question, Who am I? Who are you, Zoe? Comes the answer. I am a man who wants to leave his mark in the history through creation of something of his own. After your self actualization, when you see the image or get the description of who you are in a sentence, you might use this message you got as an affirmation every morning. So, what I do is I wake up, do my usual routine, and at the end of my routine, after I've done exercises, some concentration, meditation, breathing exercises, all that stuff, now I'm doing this affirmation. I am repeating this sentence in my mind. So I stay in touch with this inner true self. I keep this idea in my mind that perhaps it is the true self. Why am I saying perhaps? Is that many people say that it has to come in a form of image, basically. You have to see yourself in the future. Perhaps it's true. So that's why I'm not sure that it is the real self actualization that I've got. And that is the reason why I am about to do a series of videos on contemplation on this topic of self. So, through these affirmations, you will stay in touch with your true self, with who you really are, with basically the why, with the reason why you were born, with the reason why you came in this world. And when following this path, you might actually notice that all those insecurities, I don't know, all those horoscope characteristics, oh, you're you're Libra? Well, congratulations. On the next day you will win $1 million, or I don't know. You're Scorpio? Well, my brother, then you're nerd. Dot, and it is undisputable basically that you're a nerd. Just take it as a fact. Scorpios are nerds, and just all that is nonsense. It is bullshit. All those insecurities. Oh, well, I'm not good at public speaking. Well, I'm insecure about my eyebrows. I'm insecure about my haircut. I'm insecure about my shirt. I'm insecure about everything about myself. It's nothing. You are a part of universe. Universe is impeccable in everything. It is harmonious. It is beautiful. Then why you're so concern about those little details. In fact, no one beside yourself think of you in this way. So, large mass of nowadays current population following these different cultural ideas about those horoscopes again, about insecurities, that it has become a large trend nowadays. And you probably know it through the videos, the zillion videos done by gurus to help those miserable people who put themselves in this cage, which is virtually not a cage at all. It is emptiness. It's nothing. So forget about insecurity. If you are on this path of self actualization, you will understand that there is no bulwarks, there is no barricades, there is no horoscopes, there are no insecurities, there are no, I don't know, anything else which is prejudiced or biased. Forget about those. You are an unbounded, unconstrained, unlimited universe. A masculine person is unity. It is unity, it is a vastness, and not only a masculine person. Each person we see, our mother, our father, our siblings, our classmates, they are the part of the whole vastness in which we exist. And we have to conform to that harmony. I'm getting a bit deeper, perhaps, but it is true. There is something which has a pattern created for us, which has constructed some sort of a rule which we obey unconsciously. And some of the rules it created are not obeyed, are not followed by many people. And that's why probably many bad things are happening today. You probably know what I'm talking about. Don't want to mention all those horrible things. But that's basically because we are not aware of why we are there, who we are, why are we created, why we came to this planet, why are we living. Think about it. Why you are on this planet, who you are, and you will get this self actualization you searched for. You will get this end. You will get this competition. You will get this sense of death, ego death, because now you know exactly what you are. you know what is your true purpose. So, this is probably all for today. Pretty enjoyed just talking about this philosophy of some kind openly with you, my dear friend. And I hope we will get through this. I know we will go through this path and learn many things about ourselves. And at the end, eventually, we will get to that final destination point, which is the real self, the why, the purpose. And I wish you a good luck, wish you a good day or good night, and see you soon with a video about our ego.